Hey guys, I'm back again with my third video in a row. I was off YouTube for a while, so I figure I have a lot of time to make up for. So we're going to jump right into my rare DVDs, part 10. First of all, I'd like to say, how I do it, guys, is basically, when I know that a DVD is out of print, I'll go on Amazon, eBay, I kind of check the prices, to see what's rare, what's not so rare. There's a lot of third-party sellers selling things. You might say, use the new from $5.99. But you also got to take a look at, what they're listing as the quality of that edition. A lot of them are listed as acceptable, good, very good, like new, and then of course new. So those $5.99s, they're usually listed at good or acceptable, which means the disc could possibly be scratched, sometimes cracked, scuff marks. Sometimes the case isn't completely intact. A lot of worn out edges, and maybe missing a booklet or an insert. So as a collector, I like to collect the best quality. Like new to new is usually what I like to go for. Very possibly very good if it's something that's extremely rare. But that's why I do like to find a lot of my rare DVDs in stores, because then I can actually check the quality of the disc myself. And then if I need to take it back, or if it's not acceptable for me, then I can return it right there on the spot, rather than waiting for a DVD to come in the mail and having to send it back. So I usually go by the Amazon price itself. There's lots of sellers fulfilled by Amazon. Usually that price is a lot higher than what you'll see at the starting prices at, but that's also how you know that it's going to be a good quality of the disc. And also, I've had some experiences with third-party sellers selling, imported versions and bootlegs instead. So I like to stick to the Amazon fulfilled sellers, and also eBay. I make sure they always have 100% rating and all that. So if you guys are questioning, oh well, I saw this DVD that he showed that he said was extremely rare, but it's going for under $10 on Amazon. As I said, it might not be the case. It might seem too good to be true in lots of cases. Sometimes not, but as I said, I like it in the newest quality possible. Anyway, first DVD of this update is Offerings. I saw this DVD in a store. It was a used copy. Don't really know too much about the film, other than what I read on the back. Had never seen the DVD before, so I looked it up on my phone to check it out. Saw that it was out of print and fairly rare. It goes for a pretty decent price still on Amazon, so I figured I'd buy it, add it to the collection. This is released by Madison. So as I said, out of print now, fairly rare. Next up, Beavis and Butthead Do America. I was never a huge Beavis and Butthead fan. However, I do like the movie. I did watch it, back when it was first released, and laughed pretty hard during it. There were a few parts. Picked up the DVD because this is one of those Paramount titles that has been discontinued. I'd actually really like to get a hold of a 10th anniversary edition, because that is actually rarer than this version, a little more expensive on Amazon, but this still goes for a pretty penny, trust me. Very highly priced for this movie, in my opinion, but luckily I found a copy for a good price in a store. So Beavis and Butthead Do America. Next we have Blood for Dracula. The cool thing about this is this is the image release right here. This was also released by Criterion Collection, of course, along with Flesh for Frankenstein. This, however, image edition, last time I checked on Amazon, which was just recently, was actually going for higher than the Criterion Collection edition. I don't know why. It's pretty much the same features and everything on here as the Criterion disc, but for whatever reason, this was actually going for $1 or $2 more than the Criterion Collection used. And I believe it was around $35 for the first acceptable used copy. So, new copies are plus $100 more. So, definitely a rare DVD. Sorry, the disc there. I also own Flesh for Frankenstein, which for whatever reason is still in print. So, not too sure why this is out of print and Flesh for Frankenstein is still readily available. But that might possibly change sometime in the near future. Next, The Monster Club. I did show this in another video, but it wasn't a rare video update. I believe it was just an update when I had picked this up in a store. But this is actually a very rare DVD. It was very expensive on Amazon and eBay. I'm glad I found it when I did, and at the time, I remember I didn't look it up for whatever reason on my phone, and I remember seeing it and knowing that it was out of print. So I kept telling myself, you better buy it now, and I'm glad that I did. Next, another Paramount title, discontinued, The Elephant Man. Another very expensive disc online. Really great movie. David Lynch directed. I'm sure most of you know the story or have seen it. This is actually the original printing of this disc as well. It was re-released by Paramount with a different cover, which is also out of print. Next, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, the infamous Anchor Bay release. This, on Amazon, the starting price for the cheapest to use copy was, I believe, $79 and change for this DVD right here. Highly sought out DVD. Comes with the booklet there. Highly sought out because it's the only version that comes with Part 2, and with Part 3, 4, and 5 being released by Lionsgate recently, in the last year or two, a lot of people want to complete the collection, so they really want that Part 2, which is only on this disc. Anchor Bay, as you all know, did re-release Silent Night, Deadly Night, the original, but that also went out of print. So this is the disc to get if you can find it, trust me. Next, Vampire in Brooklyn, yet again another Paramount release, discontinued. I used to see this all the time, very cheap, and always wanted to get it too because I do enjoy the movie. Wes Craven directed it, for those of you who don't know that. But finally I caved one day and bought it, and I'm glad I did because now it's out of print and very highly priced online. Next, The Princess Bride. This is the Dread Pirate edition. Probably the rarest of all the editions of The Princess Bride. There was a Buttercup edition also released at the same time as this. Pink packaging, of course, with Buttercup on the cover. But for whatever reason, that's not quite as rare as this one. It's a 2-disc set, lots of great special features, and I just really like the cover here. It's just really great. This was kind of considered the boy version when it was released, and the Buttercup, of course, was the girl version. But at the same time, I kind of wish I picked up a Buttercup version as well, since it is, like I said, not quite as rare as this, but still fairly rare and expensive online now. Next, we have How to Get Ahead in Advertising. Great movie. I really enjoy this. First, I have the Criterion Collection edition here, and also the MGM release. Both of these editions are out of print now. I believe Image has re-released the film on a DVD that I have yet to see in stores, but it is in stock on Amazon. But the Criterion Collection is the very expensive edition. It goes for usually higher than $40 or so used on Amazon. It took me a while to actually track this copy down. I had an MGM this MGM here release of it for a while, and was still looking for the Criterion disc, and finally found it one day a few years back, used in a store. Again, as I said, the MGM version, also out of print. Next, another favorite among horror fans, In the Mouth of Madness. Great John Carpenter film starring Sam Neill. Really like this. Not so sure what the story is with this now, since it's out of print, very highly priced online. No news of a re-release of any kind or of a Blu-ray release, so I'm not quite sure why it went out of print and why it's so hard to come by now, but definitely glad I have it. One of the snapper cases, as you can see. Very good movie. And finally, we have Grandmother's House. Not sure if I showed at least this edition in another video before. I don't think so. However, both of these are out of print. Extremely hard to find both of them. This goes upwards used of, I believe, $20 or so on Amazon. This goes upwards of about $40 or so used on Amazon. This, I believe, was actually released after this release too, so you'd think the first release would be the rarer of the two, but I guess not in this case. This one was released by Omega Entertainment in cooperation with Scimitar. This is also an Omega Entertainment release. No Scimitar logo on this one though. Show you the disc quick. Just basic shiny disc. Chapter index there. And here. Got a little bit of discard on this one, and also a little booklet or so. But that's it for now, guys. Hopefully that holds you over for a little bit. Possibly make another video tomorrow or the next day. Do some more rare DVD videos. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys.